here today with the Queen of Harlem, Michelle Smalls. Like I said, my sister, you know, she definitely makes sure Harlem is looking really good if she has anything to do with it. And you know, today I want to talk about something she did that I'm very proud of her for doing. And you know, she's an entrepreneur. She has businesses all over the country, real estate, beauty salons, you know, spas. She gets awards for doing things for the community. She gives away coats and food, and you know, she really takes care of the community. And you know, besides me, she'll probably beat any dude in gambling, dice.
No, plus you.
No, not plus me.
Plus you.
But what I'm proud of her about, she wrote her book, and you know, it just self-published. Wrote it herself, and I wanted to talk to you about that. Michelle, how you doing?
Great.
I like looking at you.
Hi, Daniel.
Also, the finest thing in Harlem. Like, good God, it's great. You've been killing Harlem for like decades, and I mean, it's just what are you drinking?
Water.
Oh, water. It's your water. But anyway, you want to tell everybody about your book?
It's called The Queen of Harlem Commandments, and it was inspired by Damon. I definitely didn't have no intentions on writing a book, and I started writing little short stories, and Damon was saying that I was pretty much being selfish by not putting it out because people can grow and learn from it. It was just like healing for me, so I would just write it and put it up. But Damon kept pushing me and pushing me and pushing me. Then he pretty much tricked me into doing it because I would send him stuff and then he would collaborate and put it together. So then it was actually a story. So once it was a story, and then he was like, well, you know, you can help this one, you can help that one. And then I had younger people calling my phone for advice and et cetera. And once I started telling my story, it helped them. So I just decided not to be selfish and to publish the book.
What I love about you is, you know, you're a strong, beautiful black woman, and you know, your whole crew, you're just always up. You know, you're always doing better than most of the males around.
Because we don't hate on one another.
Yeah. I mean,
You know, there's times when I'm down and my friends is up, and I wish them the best while they up, because it's, you know, it's their time, it's not my time. So we never overshadow one another. It's just when it's your time, it's your time.
Yeah.
And that's what's wrong with people. They get too catty and they pull you down, and it doesn't work out. Me and my friends, we don't do that. We don't have any. We congratulate one another.
But you're all bosses though.
Yeah.
Which is dope. Like,
And we all stay in our, we all stay in our lane.
all self-made too. Got the young thing.
Correct.
I love it. Y'all be running around the world, private jets, all kind of foreigns, diamonds. I gotta wear shades around you. And shoes.
You play.
Boots, oh my
You
God.
play all day.
You play all day. You play. But so with the book, can you speak on being a self-published independent author and how you do the business of it? Because people probably like, you know, how do you actually do a book? How do you get it out? Like business all day. Also, she does business all day, no matter what.
I'm sorry, I work all day.
She won't stop. She almost ate her phone today while she was eating breakfast.
Okay, well, repeat the question.
How do you self-publish a book independent? And how does someone go about doing it?
Well, I went through self-publishing school.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Good.
I went to this. Yeah, let me get the right one.
Maybe
It's not gonna stop. Yeah, I went to self-publishing
Somebody
school.
really wants to talk to you.
I don't want to talk.
I would love to know that. Where you at? What day with the White House?
No, I don't have that problem.
I know you ready.
I don't have that problem. Yeah, I went to self-publishing school.
What is self-publishing school? And when did you do
It's
that?
SBS. It's a 90-day course, and
But when did you do that?
while I was working.
Like in the last couple of years?
No, maybe about 7 months ago. I took the real estate.
7 months ago?
Yeah, I took the real estate class in the morning and self-published it at night. In the afternoon, and then
So
work.
basically, you knew you were going to write a book, and you wanted to know how to do it independently, so you put yourself in a course to learn.
Correct.
See, most dudes wouldn't do that. They would just be like, I don't know how to do it. You know? So, what was the process? So now you went, you did that, so now how do you do it?
Oh,
What did you learn there? What did they teach you? Because she was out.
yeah, what did I learn in self-publishing school? Nothing you didn't teach me. No, but it was pretty much about the numbers. It's like pretty much a numbers game. Like a lot of people buy the books themselves and they sell it and they distribute it and sell it themselves. But that's not really the way. For the royalties and for the numbers and etc. So
so how did they say to do it?
straight through Amazon.
Just have Amazon, and every time somebody wants it, they print it.
Yeah, they print it and Barnes and Noble because you still get your numbers.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Do they do that for magazines too?
I'm sure Amazon do. I don't know about Barnes and Noble.
Do they do hardcover as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what you gotta do is you write the book, and then you go through Amazon.
You do your copywriting and etc. And then once you send the book in, they have to proof it and accept it. Once they proof it and accept it, then
Interesting. And then it goes to Barnes and Nobles as well.
no. Barnes and Noble is a whole different entity.
Yeah. So what's
You have
that
to do.
about?
You have to have another ISBN number and submit it to them, and they have to approve it.
So the books in Barnes and Nobles too.
Well, it's guaranteed, yeah.
What? I work for you.
No, not at all.
I love it.
I can't afford it.
80 partners.
Of course.
I think. So, again, you were very apprehensive about writing this book, and you write so well. I was like, this is ridiculous that you don't speak so much unless you really have something to say. But when you were writing, it was just all coming out.
Yeah, it's
I
therapy.
didn't know that you could do that.
Yeah, the writing is therapy for me.
Definitely. And are you gonna do another one?
I have another one already,
Okay. You already wrote it?
pretty much.
Oh my goodness.
90%.
She's a silent assassin right here.
Yeah, 90%
Wow.
done.
So I'm behind her. So that book is going to turn into a television show, a movie, a documentary. We just did an OG story, we did a year ago, but we're going to have it edited. And I guess I got to catch up. I got to keep up with you now.
No, I mean, you don't want to work 9,000 jobs. I got to keep up with you.
Okay, I'm good. You get on space. You go for a ride. I like to go at light speed. You know what I mean? So, you're also in the real estate game. What's that about?
Real estate I love. That's my passion. I've been doing real estate for almost 20 years. So I'm licensed in New York. I'm licensed in Connecticut. I'm licensed in Atlanta. I'm licensed in New Jersey. And I have one more license, but it won't even come to my head.
You got so many, it's like
Yeah, I have.
car keys for you, right? Really?
Yeah, I'm licensed in a couple states.
Nice. And then the hair salon.
And-
What's that? Because when I did Honor Up, and I went to Best Authentic Hair, I went to you and y'all did my cousin Stacy's hair, and it was whipped. You know what I mean? It was dipped, dyed, and it was nice. Baby hair was perfect. What's that all about? Now, every time I come to Harlem, I always have to come through and check you at your
But-
salon as well.
Yeah, when people get to New York, when people see Book 2, they're going to see that the salon wasn't really me. That was not my passion. My stylist, his salon was closing, and I asked him if I opened the salon when he stayed.
Right.
And
So
he
basically,
stayed.
he was leaving, so you opened a salon just so he could do your hair.
Right, so he could stay.
That's big woman. I respect that.
So he could stay. And he stayed for maybe 2 years, and eventually he grew out of it and he moved to Buffalo, so I was stuck with a salon. And so I don't know how to do hair. That was never my passion. But I guess it was God's gift because it opened a lot of different doors that I didn't know. But I don't know how to do hair, so when you come, don't ask me to do your hair. I have 6 stylists, and they're really good. They're amazing.
How they do the game.
Oh, they're amazing. I have Mercedes, Abby, Cam, Els. It's so good because all of them have their own lane. Like one braid, one weave, one short haircut. Like my styles are amazing.
What's the name of it?
High maintenance.
High maintenance.
Correct.
Nice. And then you still have the spot.
Yeah. Well, actually, we're working on. Right now, I sold it to one of my friends, and she can manage it 100% better than me.
Right.
Because I'm never there.
Wow. She's had business. You have octopus on that you can cut off at any time, but you go back. No business.
No, I just make sure that everybody eat, and then in return, they make sure I'm good.
What I mean is, in business, you're a brand that's called the octopus.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a brand, you have these different legs. So you have your hair salon, you have your publishing, you have your real estate. And if one doesn't work, then the other one will. And you cut that leg off,
And so,
and it can just grow right back.
makes sense.
Something else in place of it. It's
That
called
makes
an
sense.
octopus.
Makes sense.
It's funny because, you don't go to school for business, but you know so much more and do so much more than people that actually did, just by instinct. Where do you get these entrepreneurial instincts?
My grandmother. I've never seen a person which worked as much as my grandmother. She owned a bar. She bootlegged liquor.
What?
She sold illegal cigarettes.
Really?
Yeah. And she worked in the hospital at once.
Wow.
But I'm just not gangster because my grandpa used to give her his whole check and she used to give him allowance. I ain't reached that peak.
I'm basically at that point.
I ain't reached that peak.
Yeah. You could. I would definitely give you all my money and let you
Damn sure.
give me an allowance. I can't get a shot. I don't know why. I ain't getting enough.
No, I do my bro. And people don't realize in my book, I have the bro codes. My bros are my bros. I've never dealt with, I never slept with, none of them. Near one of them.
This is ridiculous.
And that's where I keep the respect area.
Why you better than all these dudes when you got the thing?
Because I'm better than them because they think they're better than me.
And you tease them a lot.
Yeah, because you know why? Because they underestimate females. So when they underestimate a female, they already lost. So, I could sit there and let you think you're beating me, and then, like, even with, Joe, Big Joe.
Oh, my cousin.
Yeah.
Everybody beat Joe Miano. You be beating Joe Miano?
Oh my God. Because Joe thinks that he could beat everybody and everything, so.
And loudly.
Yeah, and they sat
How do you
there.
get with Joe? Is he live with you too?
Very much so.
Wow. You talk so like with you?
And very much so. But he walks out broke. Very much so as well.
Wow. That sounds like a good TV show.
Yeah, no, Joe is the homie. He's hilarious. It was a funny story. It was him. I think he called me about 9,000 bitches this day.
What?
Elise. It was him, Mike Tyson, and Von Zip. And I was the only girl, and they had maybe an entourage, maybe about 15 other guys. And I was risking it because it was my rent money. I had maybe at the time, I think my mom was $1,600. I had $1,600 exactly, just my rent money. And I said, fuck it, I need some more money on the table. So just so happened, I sat there and I played it. And when they dealt it, we were playing poker. The first two cards, I had 2 aces. So I had 2 aces in a hole. So the second card flipped over was a king. Joe had a king showing. So now he have a pair of kings, but he don't know I already have a pair of aces in a hole. So I was like, he went high. I was like, I'm just gonna try it one time. So I put only put $500 up. And then another card came over, and it was another ace. So now I have 3 aces. So Joe was like, oh yeah, I got this. So usually when a person has 3 of a kind, they'll bet high.
Right.
I didn't call a bet. I was just like, pass.
Check.
Yeah, I was like, check. So when they checked it to him, he thought I didn't have nothing, but I have 3 aces.
So you bluffed him very well.
Pretty much. So, he bet high. Then the next card was another king. So now I have an ace high, full house. He only had 3 kings. So he went all in. I was like, I can't do this. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna fold. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. You just gonna have to beat me. So I put everything in. And when they flipped up, I had a full house. He's like, "You're fucking cheating. You a cheater." And he went black. I think I won like 30 something.
What? You walked in with 1,800 and walked
No,
1,600.
walked in with
$1,600?
1,600, walked out with 38.
God, 30,000.
38,000.
I hear that. So what's your favorite game? CeeLo?
I play everything.
poker?
I can play casino. I can play CeeLo. I can play poker. I can play
You can't beat me in spades.
I can beat the Dame. I beat you in
You
spades.
never beat me. I don't know that.
No, beat him. Like not even like beat like a little bit. Like beat the brakes off.
Oh, because I was playing because Rocky was
No,
playing.
beat
That's
the brakes off. It was
Oh,
embarrassing.
Oh,
Like
embarrassing.
I'm telling you,
I
they
wasn't
recorded it and I deleted it
I
just to
wasn't better.
save face.
I wasn't better.
Well, he should have been.
I was playing with somebody else that never played before. So
No. And I was playing with somebody who never played
Oh,
before.
you were able to play that?
No, I was playing Tallulah. Are you kidding me?
Oh my! Of course
I was playing with a baby.
She's not a baby. She pretends to be a baby. She looks like a
Okay,
baby.
and he was playing with
She's
an
not a
adult.
baby.
And him and I were the professional. And I mean, he wasn't so professional.
It was. I'll take it, but we can play again.
To the point where it was like,
Play with Tallulah.
it was like
I
a
ain't gonna
60.
beat Tallulah. You
No,
ain't gonna
it
do
was
that.
60 to 500.
I'm gonna let
Like,
Tallulah with him. I'm gonna let Tallulah with him.
No, you were at your best.
Tell me what's not.
And your best wasn't good enough.
Alright, well, we'll play. Let's talk about Charlie. So,
Okay.
you know, your son Charlie, and you know, you raised beautiful children, the most beautiful grandmother I've ever seen. You know,
Come on, thank
it's
you.
ridiculous. But, you know, Charlie actually makes records, and he's been in a couple of things that I've actually shot. A good actor. You know, it seems like he gets a lot from you. You know, how do you balance that? Now he's older. I watched you like kind of raise him, and now he's like an adult. And you know,
Charlie is unexplainable. Well, Charlie's different, but I keep a respect barrier. Like he knows I'm always taking care of him, so he knows when I'm playing and he knows when I'm not playing. And I make my kids respect him. Like I don't accept anything else. I don't let them disrespect me jokingly playing or any of that. Like, you know, he knows when I'm serious. So that's the thing with kids. You have to implement respect. And I respect them as people.
right.
So I respect them and they respect me back. My other kid, humble, sweet, works with me. Charlie's just a loose cannon. Then I have Diamond is more of a laid back, Diamond is, and she's very smart. She's an entrepreneur as well. She gets a lot of her work ethic from me. She owns a home,
Okay. Hear that.
and she has 2 kids now, and she's doing well. She's doing very, very well.
So no one would think you have 3 kids, a granddaughter, right?
2 grandkids.
2 grandkids rather. All these businesses, you know, ridiculous. You're a superhero.
That's what you say.
I'm a superhero. I can recognize you. I think you should recognize you're a superhero. This is Super Chocolate right here.
God, that's not a good name.
The Queen of Chocolate.
I don't like that either.
The Queen of Home.
I like that.
So how did you get this name, the Queen of Home?
Reggie. I was doing parties. Everybody had, you know how Harlem is. Harlem is very cliquey. You have your clique, you had your best out clique, and then
Best Out,
Lincoln would have the circle, and everybody had their clique, but they never clicked
Oh.
together.
Right.
And I was,
We played basketball against each other and stuff.
yeah, but never a complete event together.
Yeah, not like that.
Yeah, so I went to the storage room and Reggie been trying to do it for years. And when he told me the idea, I thought the idea was so great. So I was like, I could do that. He's like, no, you can't. I've been doing this for years. I called James. I was like, James, I need you to do me a favor. And I was like, I need you to do a party with XYZ. He's like, I don't really. I said, but I need you to do it for me. He was like, okay. I called Carrie, I called June, I called all of the people. And we did a huge event together. And no violence, no fights, no nothing. And after the party was together, it was just like unity. It was like Harlem stand up. And we all came together collectively and did very well. And Reggie, the next day was like, yo, you are the queen of Harlem. And
We brought everybody together.
just for unity. And then I didn't even know.
Everybody got some money too.
Everybody got money.
That's dope. It's funny, like, you know, it takes a woman to bring dudes together. And dudes, no matter what they do when they see it works, they won't move forward and continue to do it. Why is it so hard in Harlem for us to be so fly?
Egotistic.
Yeah, we just want to prove we can do it on our own.
Pretty much.
Everything's kind of a competition.
Pretty much.
It's a fun competition if you're winning, I guess. I don't know if you ever make it like.
Yeah, but you know, a lot of people like to look like they're winning, but not really winning.
That's not that.
Exactly.
You are winning inside and out, I'm gonna say. And I'm proud of you. I look forward to actually doing the movie, TV show, doing the script now. And the second book, I can't wait. You know. So I suggest
You got a surprise.
where can everybody get the book?
Everybody gets the book from Amazon. Like I said, I don't sell it. I mean, I have maybe a couple of copies that I will keep in the salon,
Right.
but it's definitely on Amazon, and I do that for the numbers.
And you're killing me.
I was number one on Amazon at least 4 times.
Why you didn't say that?
It was Amazon posted it.
I didn't know. You gotta tell me. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I was on Amazon.
So you're a best-selling author right now?
Yeah, I'm a best-selling author.
I told you. I told you.
I'm definitely a
But
best-selling author.
you know what's crazy is you're not the only person that I've advised to write a book based on their personal experiences. But you're the only one that actually did it. You know what I mean? And that's the difference. Like I can give advice to certain people, and certain people will know the right thing but still do the wrong thing.
But-
I wonder why.
Cause I wouldn't have done it either. Day and you was on my phone every day. Send me one more chapter. I'm like, I'm gonna go to sleep, and you said send me another chapter. So you pretty much pulled the book out of me. I didn't write the book. You pulled it out.
I'm glad.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I'm happy now because I see so many troubled youth that come to me, and they seen how many errors that I made, and how many times I've been to jail, and then they see that if she could do it, I can do it. And now they have that attitude versus saying, I got a felony, I can't accomplish these certain things.
And they have to respect the run. It's been between Harlem and Chain. The run is really not like a dang dash run.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
I have never ended mine.
Let's be good. Remember that. Any questions on the live, Nicolette? Anybody want to say something to the queen? No? A book? Let me show everybody your book so you know. This is that work. Work is good, work is portal. This book is ridiculous. See it? Let's see.
Yeah.
This is the book right here. Everybody make sure they get it. And where's that, Michelle?
Amazon.
Amazon. All right, no questions? I'm just looking. Looks like she fine. Let me see.
Yes.
A lot of fire. A lot of trophies. You said Chinese. What's that mean? Okay. Why people struggle to stay. What's that say?
Why people struggle to stay true to themselves.
Oh, because they don't know themselves. They're scared to be themselves. The only reason not to do something is fear. The only reason not to, or like, if it's not logical. But with something good for yourself, one thing that'll stop you from making your dreams come true is being scared, and I think that's one of the things that make you different is probably figure out no fear. You know what I mean?
But yeah, that comes from
Nah. Other than that.
Please, Dan. I'm not. Like I can give David a head start and still beat him.
Wow. We don't have to play spades publicly.
I'm telling you, I will give him 3 books.
What?
And then
No, you playing something
no,
right now.
that's serious. and I'll put a 5,000.
Who's your partner?
Huh?
Who's your partner?
Anybody, like anybody.
Wow. Okay. This sounds like a public event. Me and her and anybody. So you got Tallulah, and I can get who I want.
No, you have to get something regular.
I'll get Phil Ivey or something like that.
You see? Yes,
You could be
because
him?
yes.
You could be Phil Ivey?
I can get anybody.
Okay. Alright. Well, this is the boss talks. This is the real boss right here, Queen Boss. Right here. Michelle Smalls, you get a book. Make sure you get it. Show it one more time.
Yep.
The Queen of Harlem, Commandments. Self-published by the Queen herself. And look forward to seeing her on the next episode. Well, I got Odie by the next episode, and she's coming up the episode after that. So we'll see her on OG Stories, and then look forward to the movie. And I just look forward to watching you evolve as it gets better and better.
Oh, thank you so much.
And her jewelry game is ridiculous. It's like shining.
It's so.
Every time I see it,
How can somebody be serious with you,
you're
Damien?
serious. You're
No,
real
seriously.
serious.
How can somebody be serious?
Not.
I'm
Anyway,
very serious.
shout out to Harlem. Harlem sticks together. And, holla back. Peace.
If you want another amazing video with the one and only Dame Dash, check it out right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.